Hey everyone, 10 Outdoors 9, thanks for checking in. Quick review of the Hornady Critical Duty 9mm Plus P 124 grains. This option came out in late 2017, early 18, which was several years after the initial rollout of the Critical Duty lineup. Speaking of that lineup, Hornady's optimum performance envelope for this ammo is longer barrels, such as 4 inches and greater. We're going to run the review with the Glock 19 4-inch barrel. Probably no surprise to a lot of people, and I do understand that a lot of folks these days for EDC are running something shorter than that, but you've also got law enforcement and say military running a little longer. So we're going to be in the middle. The agenda for the video, we're going to give a quick overview of what this ammo is all about. Then let's see, what have I got? Chronograph readings. Yeah, chronograph readings, day and night shots, block shots. We're going to have 5 on bare gel and then 5 on gel with a layer over it, or layers, and we'll talk about that more as we get to that point. So hopefully a pretty quick video for you and a lot of data points. The 124 grain Critical Duty was introduced in late 2017, early 2018, several years after the initial rollout of the product line. I was able to acquire several boxes of these at my local Academy Sports for $23 each for a box of 25 rounds. One of the most recognizable external features of Critical Duty is the red, soft polymer tip. This design element is engineered to eliminate clogging and assist in consistent bullet expansion. Staying within the Critical Duty product line, comparing the 124 to the 135, there isn't much difference in the overall length. All Critical Duty ammo includes a cantilure, which helps to prevent setback as a result of multiple chamberings of a round. Also, fully visible only via sliced cross-section of the bullet, the Critical Duty features a mechanically bonded interlock band that helps to prevent the jacket separating from the bullet core. Another differentiating element of Critical Duty is the lead composition itself, which contains a higher percentage of tin mixed with the lead core. Let's move into the chronograph readings, and I'll first share with you some control shots that I made with some of my EDC ammo prior to clocking our test ammo. And now the Critical Duty shots. The 5-shot average equals the advertised, and I was very pleased to achieve this with the shorter barrel. Let's take a quick look at some day and night shots to get a sense of recoil and also muzzle flash. We're ready for the block shots, and in spite of the best weekend weather we've had in about 7 weeks, I'm going to do this indoors just to try to eliminate some of the background noise. We have a block from Clear Ballistics, and we are grateful to them for supplying the block for this review. This is the Clear Ballistics Spartan block, 18 by 8 by 8, weighs approximately 35 pounds. It is calibrated, and we're going to start out first with 5 shots from 10 feet into bare gel. Take a quick look at those, and then set up for the second round. We actually had a pass-through on that round, so I got to do a little bit of cleanup before the next group of shots. But we're averaging approximately 16 inches on the 4 that are in the block. I'll give you approximate measurements on those in just a moment. Somewhat of a disappointment because typically with bare gel, you're going to get a little bit more expansion and less penetration before you start adding other protocols. So again, I've got a mess to clean up. Let's go ahead and mark these where they're at. I'm going to leave them in the block, and then we'll get set up for the layers. Ready for the next group of shots, and we've made some adjustments. We have a new backstop. This is a box of heavy clothing, a lot of denim in the front. If we have pass-throughs, I don't expect those to go more than 2, maybe 3 inches into that box, so we should be good to go there. There's also some water behind it, but again, nothing's going to happen there. We have some markers. This is a technological innovation of the low-budget TN Outdoors 9 channel. These are paper clips that have some notations for our bare gel shot locations. And then the biggest thing here is the FBI protocol for heavy clothing. First time I've used this. We have 2 layers of cotton. Each has a different thread count, followed by 1 layer of Polar Tech fleece. This is the actual type of fleece that the FBI uses for their testing. I had to special order that, not from the FBI, but that had to come in from the West Coast, and then we have a layer of denim behind that. Let's see what happens. 5 shots, Glock 19, and then we'll have the wrap up. I can't tell you how happy I am to see that. We now have a total of 9 in the block, so those 5 are retained. Thank goodness, although it appears that 2 or 3 of these did come right to the back of the block and touch that box. So we're in good shape. We're going to have a lot of data points for you. At a glance, it appears that the last 5 shots are just a little bit deeper on average penetration than the first 4, excluding that one from the first volley. But let's get some measurements for you and have a wrap up. The pass-through in Bear Gel obviously skews the penetration numbers, therefore a couple of these metrics are open-ended to some extent. Regarding retained weight, the soft polymer flex tip accounts for approximately 1 grain and is not included in the average because for every other bullet, the tip had separated at the final stopping point. Expansion is consistent, and if anyone was wondering, the pass-through bullet was not the one with the least expansion, but it was the second lowest. Maximum expansion came in a bit below the 1.5 times expansion target that is typically a minimum threshold for defensive ammo. Average penetration of the heavy clothing bullets is only slightly higher than the Bear Gel shots and a bit tighter when the pass-through is excluded from the total average. As I had expected, overall expansion of the heavy clothing bullets is less, but we're talking only by thousandths of an inch. I had marked the base of each bullet relative to its shot group, but you can mix all 10 of these together and not tell the difference. This photo and the next visually illustrate what we just noted in the number compilation. Consistent velocities combined with a well-engineered projectile and in a consistent target structure led to these results. Critical Duty offers some tangible benefits, but those may not appeal to everyone. In consideration of the crowded and expanding ammo marketplace, this 124 grain option could be a cartridge that needs substantial law enforcement adoption to gain traction. And there are consumers who just don't like Hornady handgun ammo. This one hasn't made my top 5 at this stage, but it is an option that I will continue to give consideration. Thanks for watching.